Welcome. This is David Bowles, Human Meme. Today's topic: into the teeth of many sorrows. We are now at a time in America where our fears are condensing and souring and turning into sorrows, and our sorrows become an unending grief. The maw of an inalienable right found us, and is now staring us down and hunting us, all as we clumsily fall into the teeth of unconscionable fear for this human life. The death toll of the coronavirus, COVID-19, has already taken up upon us. It is everything, and it is unbearable, and it's just getting started. And this virus is coming for everyone. There is no place to hide. There is no medication or vaccine to help you. You're out there in the world on your own, vulnerable, trembling, angry, seeking revenge. We can hide away in our homes, refusing to come out, and the world dictates that grocery workers and pharmacy workers and transportation workers and healthcare workers sacrifice their lives and their families for us, for the us of us, for the greater goodness, to keep us alive with their lives. But to what end? What happens when all the helpers are dead or dying? What is left for the rest of us but anarchy and skilled killing? Those who have will have more, and those who have less will always get more, using the point of a gun. And my human meme friend, there is one fascinating fact about these new deaths. They are all democratic. Nobody is exempt. Nobody can run. We are all equal in chasing down death. Oh, sure, you may try to isolate, using money and privilege and mountains of cash and gold and jewels. But the virus doesn't care. The virus can still find you and hunt you down and touch you. There is no immunity from the immutable. We are now in the daily dilemma as we check headlines to see who died that was famous and who died that we knew in our community. And we try to pray away the darkness, that the knife hasn't cut too close to the bone and touched anyone we intimately know and love. And no longer does death come for the aged and the infirm. Death comes to all who wish it upon an inhalation and who damn every exhalation. We are forbidden to grieve too loudly, because just down the street, another 100 families are cracked and broken with the same woe and worry and unending pain. And we are told by those who know this kind of plague may strike every 100 years. But the rows of dead it leaves behind right now are all markers against this human experiment. It becomes no secret that we are not fit or as bold as we please, and that we are open and we are broken, and one whiff away from the never-ending bliss of the grave. All facts in evidence proven against us. For thousands of years in the world, the sign of life has not been thought, or a beating heart, or a lively eye, but rather breath. the breath of life. And now we cannot earn that breath on our own, and we are given over to the machines to save us. Let the machines do the work, and some of us become so dependent upon mechanized breathing that we become alive only in the twilight of electricity and a rubber bellows. And perish the thought, if the electricity ever went out in a major American hospital, where thousands are kept alive only through the grace of the ampersand current. Yes, the ampersand ache, the technological but the universal at symbol that gives life to us. The implantation into the next moment of communication. And my human meme friend, when this is all over, and it will be over, as the weak among us are culled from us, and the strong around us are all made immune, we must then ask again together, what have we learned by turning over the earth, and by darkening the skies with our earthly remains? Will we be kinder to each other? More cynical? Perhaps more cruel. As a species, we tend not to ever learn our lessons, because that means we would have to lose something in the exchange between pride and mercy and wisdom. And Americans especially are never allowed to grieve a loss, or to be sad, or to be stupid without merit. Oh no, nope. We must always know everything now. Always be brave. Predict what happens before it happens. Make everything forensically true. Now and then and forever. And for what? For the hubristic want to travel forward in time just to say, I told you so, and to mumble, oh, I knew that would happen, while all of those who were once around us are now dead and staring back at us. There is no winning in an evisceration of a people. There is only loss and blame in the plaque of a plague. And there is no quick recovery from the unimaginable loss of creation and creativity. Smart and loving people take decades to make and replace, and their dreams and their wishes and their joys take a century to replicate and sustain. Oh yes, a century. A century that sprouts genius from generation to generation. It takes time to grow innovation that changes the world. Yes, a century. Just in time for the next 100-year pandemic. The next 100 years to press into the flesh the next wave of the human reset. A human reset that resolves around us and meters us and blames us into remaining here in the earth, of the water, but never really floating free in the sky or drifting along among the stars. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.